So, the Viper's real name is Asher?
A middle name. He calls himself Viper for first impressions, or so he says.
What do you mean?
Asher just doesn't have the same impact, does it?
Those are Venatori. We're on the right track. Watch out. The Venatori have posted guards.
Eyes open.
Let's keep moving before more of them come crawling out.
Better be ready.
Lots of Venatori. We must be close. Right. It's our way in. Venatori guarding the place.
That sounds like magic, I think. Venatori up to no good, I bet.
They're summoning Darkspawn.
How?
We stop them, then we figure it out.
Venatori and Darkspawn under their control. Stop them.
Not in my city. They're using magic to control that Darkspawn. We have to stop it. Take the shot.
Take him out. Watch the left.
That's all of the Darkspawn of Venatori. Let's search the place, figure out what they were doing. This note. Knight Commander Lenos of the Minrathous Templars is being paid off by Venatori.
Damn it.
Look at this. Draining into the tunnels below the city, perhaps.
One more way the Venatori released blight into our tunnels. I'll tell the other shadows.
The gods gave the Venatori a relic they can use to control Darkspawn. This explains the Darkspawn we keep finding in the catacombs.
At least they don't know where the Shadow Dragons are. Exactly.
Hey, Rook. You doing all right in there? Thought I'd see if you needed help.
Did you find anything in there?
The risen gods taught the Venatori how to control Darkspawn. Explains why the hideout was attacked.
We found documents from the Knight Commander. I knew he was crooked. I didn't think he was actually Venatori.
Let's head back to the shop. We'll discuss things there.
You managed to catch the stragglers fleeing the warehouse.
They'll think twice before coming back here. What else did you find?
The Venatori serve Elganan and kill a name like we thought. They gave the cult control over Darkspawn.
Great. Sounds like the Venatori are going to be even more trouble.
Is there something I can do? The risen gods are my responsibility too.
How do we know we can even trust you? You're not from here. You don't know Minrathous like we do. And we know as little about you as we do these risen gods you unleashed.
Now, what is it they say? The enemy of my enemy is my friend. The cult has its hooks deep in the city. Venatori backers sit in the magisterium chambers, and now they wield power given to them by the gods. We'll have to get along if there's any chance of surviving this.
May, what are you doing here? You promised you'd lay low.
Tried it, didn't much care for it.
Nice to meet you. I'm Rook.
There's trouble in Minrathous, Venatori and risen gods. Rook's helping us with it. Mevaris is one of the Shadow Dragon leaders.
Mevaris Talani, formerly Magister Mevaris Talani, at your service.
Wait, formally?
My enemies conspired to have my magisterium seat stripped from me. We can talk about it later, if you want. My concerns feel petty when stacked against risen gods. The Shadow Dragons have a lot to discuss, but you, Rook, are expected at the Swan.
Me? The Cobbled Swan, why?
The First Warden is here to speak with you.
The First Warden? Let's hope we actually get some help with the Blight.
Come back when you can. I think we'll need your help again.
Have you heard the rumor about a new Venatori spot somewhere uptown?
I know someone in the area. Just keeping watch. Find him in the library. Say you're looking for Ferdinand Genetivi's book on Orlais.
Ferdinand Jenny what?
He's a Ferelden scholar, virtually unknown in the north, and no one ever asks about his work.
Oh, a passphrase. Got it.
Spotted any more Darkspawn?
Not close to the shop, but we're keeping alert. We haven't seen the end of them. Rook,
Asher?
things are going well. Greetings, Rook. Things are going well.
How did you join the Shadow Dragons?
Helped make the Templars look the other way when there was a slave rebellion going down. Turned out that the Viper was helping. He brought me on.
Tarquin?
Gallus. I know I said we couldn't trust you, but I'm still grateful you helped us when you did. You good? Rook?
That Venatori stunt with the Darkspawn has me dreading what's to come.
You and me both.
Hello, Rook. Rook.
They're telling us to watch out.
Talk to Lorelei. She's the boss.
There's so much magic in Minrathous. It's almost all you see at first. But it's also just full of people trying to live their lives, like everywhere else.
With a lot more excitement lately.
Demons.
What's happening? Where is everyone? That the last of them?
Souls alone as the light left. I was there, less alone.
You're a spirit of compassion.
My own name. But what of theirs? 3 I've found, felled by demon claws, murdered. A connection I cannot see. I have impressions. But if I learn more, answers might unfold. This one, green against grey stone. Rain, nourish, how she watched it bloom. Find who she was.
We've got a trail. We just need to follow it.
monsters bid you destroy!
Here we go.
Face! Through defiance!
Take him out!
This cannot be!
That's Rook for ya.
Well, look at that.
Do Templars really not have authority over mages in Tevinter? What happens if there's blood magic? What do they do?
Depends on the Templar. Depends on who's bought their loyalty.
What do you do when the authorities can't be trusted to do the right thing?
That's how I keep busy.
Another of those Fen'Harel altars. Another demon killing.
We're not alone. Made it through.
Compassion.
This one. Curiosity undimmed. Just one more answer. Truth and story beneath the ruins. Find who he was. I will find you then.
You read the notes on the Circle Road case?
The murdered Magister's aide? Killed with an arrow instead of magic. Hard to get an angle like that.
It is. Where did you take it from?
I don't know the place that well, but there's a tower not far that would get a clean shot. And good cover.
But if you were angry...
We've got a trail. Let's go. What was I talking about? I don't know the place that well, but there's a tower not far that would get a clean shot. And good cover.
But if you were angry and in a hurry, if the shot were more lucky than planned...
Well, there's that bridge. Wait. Why are you asking me?
Hortensia. She was a gardener.
Green against grey. In debt, desperate, but still found hope. There are others. I would know more of them.
That cheese looks good. I should get some to take back. Ooh, we can have it with toast and apples.
Cat, were you friends with someone here? It looks like another victim.
We need to chase this down.
The spirit of compassion, and another murder victim.
This one. A roof denied, eyes skim over, yet a world smudged in shadow, so beautiful. Find who he was.
Whatever you say.
Property of Marcus, scholar.
Story beneath the ruins. Fear for the future, and yet he continued. For himself and for her. A faint connection begins to bind them. We must find the third.
Hey, in the market for charms? I don't have any on me, but when the deal comes through, the savings are shared with you.
Charcoal drawings by someone named Evander.
A world smudged in shadow. He drew Docktown's darkness, but also its light. All those I found, I held a hand as the light left.
Do you know something about the murder victims? What connected them?
Each was desperate. Each heard a whisper that tempted them, and each turned away. They defied the one who called them. The demons we saw were merely minions. Too late for these. But now I can watch and protect others. Something larger stirs, calling the desperate. I cannot see what. No, the hope you bring Docktown thwarts it, and may you continue.
So, how well do you know the Viper? Because I've heard things.
Oh? What things?
Like, no one really knows who he is.
Is that right?
That maybe he used to be a slave and now fights slavers?
That would make sense.
Or that he's the Archon or a Magister in disguise.
Decent theory.
You know, don't you? You know!
What makes you say that?
You totally know. We got company.
Here we go.
Hitting was hard!
Under fire.
Finish it. That the last of them?
Watch for Venatori. They're everywhere.
The gods reveal them!
You're mine! The faithful cannot die!
Take the shot.
They are strong, heretics!
Nice work, Harding.
Nice, Rook.
A candle hopper. They carry messages through the city. Is this for us? Strange. Wants us to find more.
I'm sorry Bataris got away.
You win some, you lose some.
Would you like me to get you something? Tea? Cake? Arrow in his temple? Whatever you need.
I came down here to procure particular items. I'm told Docktown is a discreet place to shop.
Look around and you'll find something. We've got, I don't know, something you might need?
Please, return again.
Artifacts, armor, a bit of everything.
Come to buy? I'm sure we can strike a deal.
Please come again, I guess.
Mona's Paragon's act astounds audience.
Docktown's never short on nightlife, is it?
It's when the streets are most alive. And when I'm likely working.
It offers an escape, and it's exciting. I still don't know how anyone sleeps through the noise.
All right, enjoy. Minrathus has gone to the dogs.
People are still getting over demons pouring from the sky. Candlehop conspiracy. Messages to...
Ruffled any feathers lately?
No. Or no one's tailed me if I did.
All right. If you run into trouble, get in touch.
Good work. I'm sorry. Late night.
I am Jowin Glastrom, First Warden and Supreme Commander of Weishaupt. I received word of your team's request for Grey Warden assistance after an incursion of the Blight at Demeter's Crossing. I looked into you. An upstart assassin whose grandstanding against the Antam attracted too much attention. Sounds brazen, even for an Antivan crow.
Do you know what the Antam do to prisoners? Those people needed saving, and I didn't have time to ask for permission.
So I'm interested in hearing how an Antivan killer for hire unleashed the Blight.
I was stopping an elven god from bringing down the Veil and destroying the world.
An elven god?
Fen'Harel, the Dreadwolf. He goes by Solus. He's got a lot of names.
I did not come here to listen to fairy tales. I am here because of the Blight.
We haven't even gotten to the real fairy tale parts yet. When we stopped Solus, 2 elven gods escaped from where he'd imprisoned them. Elganon and Gillenane. They're not just evil. They're blighted. The point is that the gods are making the Blight worse. Demeter's Crossing was just the start. That's why we need the Grey Wardens.
It is clear that whatever you did to unleash the Blight has corrupted your already weak mind.
Okay, wait.
You will be taken to Weishaupt and placed under heavy guard until the danger you caused by unleashing the Blight passes.
Are you kidding me?
I assure you, I am deadly serious.
I don't have time to sit here and stroke your ego. You need to shut up and listen. The threat is real. The gods are coming, and they're bringing the Blight with them.
Let me tell you something about the Blight. It is evil, it is implacable, and above all, it is predictable. The Blight has not changed in over 1,000 years. The Grey Wardens will defeat it, as they always do. And we will do so without you causing confusion with your deranged conspiracy theories. I suggest you come along quietly.
Adamant Fortress 941, Dragon. The Grey Wardens attempted to raise an army of demons. Hardly the models of good judgment yourselves, are you?
Everyone knows Warden Commander Clarel acted alone at Adamant Fortress.
Acted alone, you say? Imagine if everyone were to see the letter I discovered where you authorize her actions. I wonder how that might complicate the narrative.
Are you prepared to risk the security of the Grey Wardens for this deluded boy?
You may be surprised to learn that I care very little about the security of the Grey Wardens.
Stay away from the Blight, and do not pester the Grey Wardens with any more of your nonsense.
He seems upset. Was it something I said?
You have blackmail material on the leader of the Grey Wardens just lying around?
Of course not. Where would I obtain something like that?
Oh, you were bluffing. That's actually scarier.
Magister Dorian Parvis, at your service. A mutual friend thought you might require some support.
Mevaris Talani? Of the Shadow Dragons?
The very same.
What's your relation to the Shadow Dragons?
About a decade ago, Mevaris and I started a political faction called the Lucerni. We were going to change Tevinter for the better. Everyone would recognize the common sense benefits of our approach, and we'd all live happily ever after.
I take it that didn't happen.
Mevaris was framed, kicked out of the Magisterium, and the Lucerni were dissolved. So she took the movement underground.
The Shadow Dragons?
Since I still haunt the Magisterium, that makes me the Shadow Dragon's man on the inside.
So now what? The first warden tried to have me locked up. I need the wardens on my side.
Jowen Glastrom is not the Order. He's more politician than warden. No Grey Warden worth the name sits in a Minrathous lounge sipping wine. You need the wardens? Look for the ones out there fighting the Blight. In the meantime, the Shadow Dragons will keep a close watch on the Venatori. Good luck. I'm sure we'll see each other again soon.
Only the veil stood between us and a world of blighted darkness. But on this side, the gods could only tap a trickle. They had to turn that trickle into a flood. They sure could have used Solus's dagger to rip open the Fade. But some foolish mortal had taken it. So, they'd have to create a dagger of their own. Drowning the world in blight was just a matter of time.
I need to talk to Varric.
Did the Magisterium explain why they took
I prefer having items delivered, but some things you must do yourself.
You're getting the hang of those powers.
Really? I'm trying. It's all... honestly, I don't know yet.
Fair enough. What you're drawing from, it's not like my magic.
Which means no one can tell if I'm doing this right.
Or it means you make the rules.
That's even more pressure.
Sure thing.
So, Nev, I know our powers are different.
This should be interesting.
It's nothing interesting. Just, please tell me you messed up sometimes.
Still do. Sometimes it's even magic related.
That's good to hear. Thanks.
Sure. And there's no reason you asked.
Not any...
Places between.
Well, back to our point. Sure.
There you are. I haven't seen much of you lately. I was getting worried. Everything all right? Wait, that dagger. I've seen it before.
Solus was using it at the ritual site.
No, before that. Shit, it can't be. Look at it, Rook.
I have. Plenty, ever since it hurt Harding.
That blighted chunk of lyrium is what started all this. In more ways than one. If I hadn't found it in the deep roads. You remember the story. One carved idol of red lyrium made its way to the surface and all hell broke loose.
It can't be the same one, can it?
Oh, look at it. It's changed, but it's the same size. Same ring at the top. Not to mention, it's pure lyrium. No one, not even the dwarves in Orzammar, work pure lyrium like that. It's too dangerous.
If that's true, if this dagger is the red lyrium idol from your story, how did Solus cleanse it of the blight?
I have no idea. I can't believe you found it.
Oh, hey, Rook. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
You seem a little more comfortable with your new abilities. How are you feeling?
Things are weird, but I'm adjusting, I think. That's not what I came in here for, though.
All right, Harding. What's on your mind?
So, the Wardens. I know some. A married couple Varric and I met while we were tracking Solus.
I'd almost forgot about that. I really am getting too old for this shit.
You think they'll talk to us? After the first Warden and everything?
It's worth a try. I can write them and hope.
Okay. Let's see who's in our corner.
Offer, Dweller. I will answer.
If you want a more comfortable space, I'm sure there's empty rooms we haven't found yet.
I'd rather be somewhere I can smell soil and plants. Familiar, you know?
I do.
Oh, hey, Rook.
Rook, do you have a minute?
Of course. Something wrong?
Thea wants to meet.
Any day you spend with the 7th Talon is a good day.
She wants to plan Katerina's funeral.
Oh. Right.
If you don't mind, I could use some backup. In case Spite gets out of hand.
Let's not keep Thea waiting.
This was with my things. It looks like your handwriting. I didn't read it. Well, a couple of words. I thought it might be one of mine. I don't even know how it got there.
It's those wisps. I need more wards.
Oh, I can help with that.
I started this. I'll deal with it.
I don't know. I think they're cute.
So cute.
They didn't steal your notes.
Maybe they like you.
Do you follow the chantry? The pendant. I noticed it's Andrastian.
I barely keep the holidays. It's from an old job.
Oh, which one? Maybe I read about it in a Tevinter paper.
I'm barely in the papers.
Oh, but when you are, it's on the edge of something exciting. What about that one story with the demon, the diamond, and the deadbeat magister? Oh, they mentioned you twice.
That was a hit piece.
That's awful.
It was against the Magister. I was the footnote.
Still.
The job got done. Of course, it would have gone smoother, but the client ratted me out to the demon.
What?
It's always something. Funny how that didn't make the print. Tell me you read the rest of the paper, too?
Oh, yes. Sometimes they have these stories, serials. They're thrilling, except they come out in pieces. I only see a few papers a year. I never know how the stories end.
These papers are from Minrathous, right? I'm guessing there's blood magic, murder, tears.
That checks out.
Who's the second most innocent character? 10 gold says they're the killer.
What about the most innocent?
I don't know. They die.
What?
All right, Belle. You get me the name of your serial, I'll try and track the ending. Just don't say we didn't warn you. I'd like to go back anyway. Spend time in Darktown, pick up gossip.
Want company?
Why not? Ready to go when you are.
Trouble at the gates, as always.
Thank you for handling it. And everything.
Good, you're here.
Thank you for making the arrangements, Dea.
For Katerina? How could I do otherwise? I'm so sorry, Lucanis. This must be such a blow. Rook, thank you for coming with him. I need Juan de la Muerte to plan this. His cousin has been no help at all.
I'm sorry, Dea. This is just too much right now.
If there's anything I can do, just say the word.
You're always such a dear. You certainly didn't learn that from Viago.
Dea, don't flirt with my colleague.
Jealous? Fine. To business, then. There's a lot to plan. But first, I need the ashes.
Ashes?
Make it help us. Yes, the ashes. Katerina's ashes. From the cremation?
Oh, yes, of course. I'll get them to you right away.
Ilario, what happened?
What do you mean?
Katerina, how? How did the Venatori get to her? When? Where? In the estate? In the city? How did they get past our people? What did they use? Poison? Blades? I need to know.
Cousin, stop. You can't dwell on this. It'll drive you mad.
I'm not dwelling. Zara killed the first Talon. I have to know how if I'm going to stop her.
I told you, I'm handling it.
Boys, enough of this. We have other things to discuss.
My apologies, Andradea. Continue without me. I'll get you the ashes.
Something's going on with him. I don't know what.
When he's not on the job, my cousin always has his head in the clouds.
Ilario can be a handful, but this? The only time I've seen him like this was when Lucanis died. You're worrying, aren't you? What will people say if they hear the demon of Virantium has a big, soft heart?
He's been careless at times, but never when his own life was on the line. Zara took down the first Talon. Anyone could be next. And my cousin doesn't want to think about it?
You have a point. It's not like Ilario to ignore a knife coming at him.
What do you need from me for the funeral?
Come, I'll get us some drinks and we can make the arrangements.
Our house owes you for handling all of this.
Katerina was family. Can you imagine what she'd say if she saw us all like this?
She'd be furious, especially at Ilario, as usual.
How did you stay on her good side?
What good side?
To hear Katerina tell it, Lucanis can do no wrong.
It's easy to look good standing next to my cousin.
I'll have my people keep an eye on him for you.
Thank you, Thea.
Go on. I'll let you know if something comes up.
You had me followed. Inquired about me.
This message. You're connected to the other Candlehop we met.
Hey, bro.
Are we here for the Shadow Dragons?
I trade news with the Shadows, but it takes more than one source to get along here. Besides, I was doing this before they came knocking, before Varric, too, right here in Docktown.
Do you miss Minrathous?
The Alluvium makes it easy to get to.
That's not an answer.
Look, I know what Minrathous is.
But it's home.
It doesn't let go easy. I'll give it that. Come on. There's paper sellers all over here.
Want to see if they got your name right?
Most papers don't say much, but read between the lines and you pick up a thing or two. I'm not here as much lately. I'll take what news I can get. Let's grab a few copies. We'll see if we can find Balara's serials, too. All right, let's go.
So, before Varric, before the Shadows, you worked for...
Same as now. People who find me and have jobs worth taking. Docktown people, runaways, the desperate.
And you do this on your own?
I've got contacts, informants, people I cross paths with, but at the end of the day, yeah, it's just me. Okay, keep an eye out for paper sellers. We'll start on the north side of Lower City.
How many do we need?
Don't worry, I'm paying. Let's get started.
Best word in Ducktown, right here.
How did you fall in with the Shadows?
I'd worked with some of them before. Not that they were upfront about it.
What changed?
I was after a missing person. The Viper was hunting slavers. Our paths had the same end.
And your missing person?
Free and breathing when we finished. The Shadows brought me in after that.
Salvage scrap metal, exchange it for gold, exchange that for offcuts from the butcher. The cats love me.
The Viper! More than one person. You'll read it here first.
One, please.
I'll save this one for the Viper.
So most of the time you work here alone. You like it that way?
Another rebellion? Here's what we know.
Easier. I've got a contact who works this area. Let's see if he's around.
What happened in Marnus Pell? First-hand account.
What about this? You've got a good eye. Okay. The charm's good against all manner of curses and manipulation. Fair price. And you won't find better in the Circle District.
You won't find better at the Circle, but you will off the docks. For half the price and twice the enchantment.
Nev. Alec?
Oh, if you say it's... thanks. I'll pass. Sorry.
Hey, if I'd known, I would have told you. Come back next week. I'll buy another paper.
I write them myself. The Magisters. They don't print the truth.
Most honest thing I'll hear today. What about you? Is it something you're buying, my friend?
Rook. And not unless you deal in poison.
Me? You got the wrong guy. Although I could get you a name. What about you, Nev? You're not here for poison.
Just looking for gossip.
Not much that'd interest you.
We chased a relic through Ducktown. The buyer was Venatori, but the smuggler belonged to the Thread Crime Syndicate. You're a Thread?
We don't deal with cultists. Your smuggler broke the rules. She's out.
And the Venatori?
There's been more in Ducktown. Boss says it's under control. But between us, I don't like it.
Then it's worth keeping an eye on. If you hear anything.
So will you.
You know a member of the Thread Crime Syndicate? Personally?
Don't tell me you're surprised.
With you? I thought surprise was a given.
Careful. Surprises here lead to trouble.
Trouble's not always a bad thing.
All right. Come on. If we want more gossip, we need more papers. Let's head... the south side.
You've lived in Docktown your whole life?
Since I was born. Unless I'm out of the city for a job. Had a few apartments around town. The current one, it's not the lighthouse, but it's mine.
What happened in Marnus Pell?
first-hand account.
You've been an investigator for a while.
It's not a short story.
You've made it this far. Is there a secret?
Trust people enough to get things done, not enough to get you killed.
And that's how you stay out of trouble.
No. But it's the best shot you've got.
Circle District Gossip. Read the latest.
You know, Varric hired me not far from here. Come on, Slick. Stop a ritual. I think we've got enough.
What now?
Now I'm starving. I know the best place in the city.
Doing all right?
Huh? I'm good. Catch a show with these cobbled swans?
The lighthouse doesn't have this.
What?
A view of the water. I don't know, it helps me think. But we've got places to be. Come on.
You! This fish won't eat itself. I said next time you were here, it was free.
Sure thing, Hal. Next time.
Yeah, it's always something.
Joining Varric. Us. Do you really wish you'd said no?
No. I just have a bad habit of picking jobs that go sideways. You think I'd learn?
The world won't save itself.
It never does. Varric said this job would end with Solus. We'd stop a ritual, then I'd walk away. But those gods escaped. Not much of a win. And if the world falls, the city goes too. It's not like I'll find work then.
Is that why you said yes? To save Minrathous?
People will tell you Minrathous is broken. And they're right. It's corrupt, petty. Saving the world won't fix it. I take the small wins, Rook. Hal serving fish another day. Getting past the next scrape alive. Sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes you get more. But the tables always turn. It's better if you know it's coming.
We got in over our heads, didn't we?
Same old story.
The gods weren't a twist?
I've seen worse.
Then I'm glad you stuck around.
Misery loves company.
Felt it the moment the boat docked.
Even Spite felt the chill. I did not know he could.
Darkspawn. Let's clear them out. Darkspawn are here. The light on this island must be running wild.
Then we'll just have to deal with it.
Over there. Another entryway like the one that took us to that... Wait. What happened? This doesn't feel like the Fade. More like a dream, or...
Andaran Atishan. Lassa Gilan.
Spirits, Fade friends, come forth. Enter the circle. Reveal yourselves.
Solus. Whatever happened in...
Spirits, the Dread Wolf asks for your assistance on a crucial mission.
The false gods, the Evanuris, have overreached. I shall humble them. Within their citadel lies a relic, with the power to imprison even a god. With it, I can bring their tyranny to an end, forever.
You are spirits of chaos, disorder, and disruption. We ask you to disrupt the Citadel's defenses. Give us the opening to get that relic. For freedom!
More visions of the past. Solus sent these spirits out to fight the gods. We're spirits of disruption. Let's act like it.
I've been called disruptive a time or two.
Spirits! How did the wolf call up so many?
Remember, they can hurt us. Stay sharp. through.
The gods told us this fortress couldn't be breached!
That's the last of them. More enemies. Go.
They bring the strength of the Fade!
We're almost through to their citadel. The Evan know.
They've changed their plans. Elganon may be a tyrant, but he is not a fool. That means the relic is genuine. We are close, and Elganon is afraid. Put our strongest in the vanguard. Prepare to breach the citadel. It will not be easy, but we shall win the day.
Disruption, lead the charge and do what you do best. Whatever champions the gods send against you, bring them down.
More of them.
Death to all tyrants!
Reinforcements! We need more reinforcements!
You must hold fast! For victory!
The gods send aid! This is as far as you go!
Disruption fought to the last, and it was all for nothing. We couldn't take the Citadel.
Wait, that body's me.
It was not for nothing, my friend. The distraction the spirits gave us allowed our agents to retrieve the relic.
Distraction?
No force could have breached this citadel. But it was necessary for the enemy to believe we were committed. A heavy sacrifice, but one that gave us a real chance to end the war.
You knowingly sent all those spirits to their deaths. Solus, we're supposed to be better than that.
They died true to their nature, doing what they loved, Falasan. Let that be a comfort, that this war did not corrupt them into something different from what they were supposed to be.
A ruse. That's all it was. By this point, Solus didn't care who he sacrificed if it meant stopping the Evanurus.
They did call him the god of lies and trickery. He was the villain in a lot of Dalish stories I've heard.
Let's see what this fragment can tell us. Fade tear is spewing blight. That must be how the gods are sending blight into the crossroads.
We've got company.
Wardens Evka and Antoine answered our letter. They're willing to talk.
In the middle of nowhere?
Where the first warden won't notice. But if they don't listen...
Your distraction worked. Could have said it when we were farther away.
Désolé, I didn't say it was a good plan. Ah, you made it! Harding, we meet again.
Antoine, Evka, you look well.
And you must be Rook. Heard some colorful things about you.
And they're all true.
And you want what from us?
The elven gods are changing the blight. Darkspawn too. There was a village, Demetta's Crossing. They overran it with the blight in a snap. We saw the aftermath.
Whatever they're planning, it's bad. And if it involves the blight, we need warden help.
A change. Manipulation. That could explain. But...
You believe me?
That the elven gods are here, and it's a lot to accept. But we've been looking into oddities with the blight ourselves. It's altered. I can feel it. And your story...
A lot lines up.
Whatever you've heard from the First Warden, we're trying to help.
Yeah, we're getting that.
If the First Warden believes that village was an aberration, or that it did not happen as you say...
We're not exactly the First Warden's favorites. Your word and our theories won't win the whole order.
So what do we do?
If the Darkspawn are changing, Davrin might help. Even among Wardens, he's known as a monster hunter. He got pulled on a mission. Not sure what, but it's farther into the mountains. We can get you a rough location.
I married someone with good advice. You find Davrin, and we'll keep after the blight.
Thank you. Both of you.
You can thank us if this works out.
Travel safely. We'll be in touch.
I'd say we found the camp. So did some Darkspawn, looks like.
The fire's still going.
Were they ambushed?
Easy, boy.
I'll be damned. A griffin.
Trouble is, he's not sure what you are. Neither am I.
Rook. Evka and Antoine sent us. We're looking for Davrin.
You found him. Mind telling me why you smell like Darkspawn? Griffins hunt Darkspawn.
You've got bigger problems than us. We found Blight on the tent.
What? Where are Lancet and Remy?
The camp was empty when we got here.
Hassan, to the trees!
We can help.
Try to keep up.
He's got a scent. Follow the squawks.
I thought griffins were extinct.
We want the world to think that. It's why we're training in the middle of nowhere. Hassan, don't get too far ahead.
That kinda sounded like a no.
If he even listens, has a mind of his own. He spotted something.
Darkspawn.
Dead Darkspawn. These are part of the training.
Hassan was half right.
There's no time for half wrong. Hassan, we're looking for live Darkspawn.
He understands.
Not sure he understands anything but dinner. Keep on it, Hassan. They're around here somewhere.
How do we get up that?
The Griffins have been training for this sort of thing. Let's see if Hassan was paying attention. Hassan, hit that!
That's impressive. You teach him that?
No, Lancet and Remy. They're the Griffin Whisperers.
So you're the bodyguard?
Griffins are the Warden's greatest legacy. Someone has to protect them. Hold up.
I hate fighting Darkspawn. Something in me just recoils from them.
That's why it's a job for professionals.
Someone follow up!
Remy, where are you?
Remy, where are you hurt?
Everywhere. A monster came out of nowhere. Darkspawn were following it. Lancet ran ahead.
It's back?
Davrin, remember. A light touch. Hassan's still learning.
You're the trainer.
Not anymore.
We have to keep going. Let's get through here. Those two statues are the spare key. Line up the symbols.
What did you mean by it's back?
Something's stalking Grey Wardens. We call it the Gloom Howler. I'm hunting it. Started happening 7, 8 months ago. Darkspawn obey it. There's some kind of hold over them. Hassan, on me! No time for hide and seek, Hassan. This is real.
Hassan, Is that Elven?
It's Elven for arrow. Hope he grows into it.
More darkspawn here.
Lancet's trying to stop the Gloomhowler. It's going after the other griffins.
There are other griffins?
Whole family. Hassan's brothers and sisters.
What's all this?
I wondered what happened to them. They're mine. I like to carve.
How'd they end up here?
The griffins. They take things to make a nest. Or play pranks. I don't know.
Bridge is out.
This place is falling apart. There's a ladder up there. That's our way through this. Good job.
Watch out, Rook! Dark spawn!
Make this quick. We have to get through here. So can help us fight.
Watch out, one more to go. Big one!
I see it.
What was that?
It's coming from the area. There's an elevator we can use to get up there. The elevator's behind that blight. Let's get through it. Never seen Darkspawn this bold. Not unless there's a blight.
There's a blight.
The Wardens told you this?
I told them that your first Warden doesn't want our help.
He's a stubborn one.
Why does the Gloomhowler want the Griffins?
The real question's how it knows about them. Up until now, it only went after Wardens. Now it shows up here with a rabble of Darkspawn? These Griffins are a secret. Keep moving. The area's not far. That was the last one. Damn it, it's Lancet. I want this thing's head on a pike.
What is that?
Meet the Gloomhowler. exploding darkspawn? What is this?
Like I said, this blight's different. Everything's wrong.
I can hear the other griffins. Let's get in there.
More griffins!
We have to get them out of there.
Can't. Some kind of blood magic on these locks. It's okay. Calm down. You're not taking these griffins!
One for us.
They're up there. Stormwind, I'll be back for you. Don't worry, Big Two. We'll get you out.
The blood is mine!
so it can talk.
I'll spill mine before that happens.
And I'll collect, Warden, on both of you.
Leave these animals alone. They aren't yours.
They've always belonged to me. Mortal threats are a dull blade.
There are only 13 griffins alive in Thetis. That monster just took 12 of them.
What if we could help get them back?
I'd ask, what's the catch?
I need a monster hunter. For the Blight to end all blights.
The first warden agreed to this?
The first warden is wasting time, treating this like any other blight. We can't wait for him to take action.
Going against Weishaupt's orders?
I don't have a choice. There are powerful mages behind all this, and we have to hunt them down.
Well, you did save Hassan back there, so you're no lightweight. And if you can help get the other griffins back...
He likes the idea.
He's hoping you brought food. All right. Come on, Hassan. Let's get to know our new friends. So this is where you live, huh? In the Fade?
Yeah, it's cozy. And the gods can't find us here.
Right. Never going to get used to that.
We'll find you and Hassan a nice... What's wrong?
Everything's wrong. Treviso and Minrathis are both under attack.
Blighted dragons. 2 of them. 1 for each city.
Damn it. So the dragon at Demeter's Crossing wasn't the only one.
You got back just in time.
Then grab your gear and let's go.
Go where? We cannot be in 2 places at once. Treviso's a merchant city. It has no defenses, and the canals run everywhere. If we don't stop that dragon, people will die. Innocent people. Our people. They either die right away from the dragon, or slowly after, from blight in the water. We need to go to Treviso.
And leave Minrathis to burn?
Nev.
The Shadow Dragons will fight, right to the end of it. But we're the only ones keeping the Venatori in check. And if we fail, the Venatori will take advantage. They'll make a push for the throne, and hand the gods the entire Tevinter Empire.
If we decide to...
Damn it! There's no time! I need to go home. I need to be in Minrathis.
And I must go to Treviso. Go where you feel you must, Rook. We cannot wait.
What's our move, Rook?
We helped Nev in Minrathous.
But the Treviso civilians!
Yeah, I know. I don't like it either. But if the Venatori take control of Tevinter, it's going to get a whole lot worse. That said, 2 of you should go to Treviso, see if you can help the Carnis get the civilians to safety. And we'll head to Minrathous.
Understood.
Let's all try to make it through this alive, all right? Dragon circling the Duralis grounds. Gotta hurry.